Peace, everybody. It's your girl, Morgan Renee Myers, tuning in with you all for a Family Friday conversation. So if you're new to my page, my name is Morgan Renee Myers. I used to have a podcast called The Exchange where we have the uncomfortable yet necessary conversations surrounding sex, relationships, and communicating. Why those three things? Because I feel like they are the facet of life. We all like to get it in. It's natural. Some of us, for the most part, like to be booed up, have a partner in this lifetime, and communicating. And that's not just in relationships, but yes, in all relationships, because not all relationships are intimate or physical. Some are your coworkers, some are, friends, fans, family, friends, whatever. So, anywho, back in the day, as in a couple of years ago, I used to do more engagement on my page, asking, men and women things. And my content is geared toward heterosexuals. So I would have a man Monday, a women Wednesday, and a family Friday. And so today's topic is not necessarily super family Friday focused, but I'm going to throw it into that genre anyway because in order for a man and woman to get together and create life or become friends or become family, so it's kind of on topic. So I got on a little early. I'm going to share this into my group. And then I'm going to have a special guest on, and we're going to get into it. So the topic of conversation tonight is all natural versus feminine enhancement. So I seen a post. There's a brother on here by the name of, I think, Azra Norcross or somebody, and he be trolling a lot. And then sometimes he has some gems to drop. But he shared this picture of African or African American woman with cornrows, looking, real plain. No makeup and all, weave and all this stuff. Hold on. Told y'all I'm sharing this in the group. I can't do two things at once. And so yeah, so the post kind of got some feedback, and there was a sister in the group that made a comment along the lines of, well, wait, let's wait till I get into it. Let me send this to some people before we get into it, because then we'll get it going. All right, so share with a group. Let me tag everyone that I can. And I would like for you guys to hop in. So I already have a guy that will be hopping on with his opinion, but I also would like some of the sisters that agree. I don't even know if I finished the statement. Some sisters that agree that, so the post is basically saying that, most guys like a woman that just, come in her natural self. Like, they don't be wanting women that do the most. And there was a lot of backlash from some of the women. Like, we not dressing for y'all. It ain't about the men. It ain't whatever. So I want to get everybody's insight on this. Let me tag one more person, and then I'll be ready to go. Okay. I need an assistant. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pin this comment, and I'm about to be ready. So, yep, we got 1 minute till showtime. And then let me pin this topic. Oh, it won't let me pin it? That's weird. Okay, whatever. All right, so we got to get into it. It's 7 o'clock. Let me make sure I invite who I need to invite. Share this broadcast. I'll share it with the guest of tonight. We're going to share it with... Who else said something about... And then let me go in the group so I can find the actual post where the girl was saying something, so I don't misquote her. Okay. All right. We got my guest in the house, so let me let him in. Right into it. Okay. All right. My good brother's joining.
What's up?
Good brother. Hey, Stan.
What's going on? Long time no see
I
or
know,
hear
right? You
from.
sound low. I don't know if it's the Bluetooth or if it's me.
It
Can
might be
y'all
my
hear him?
Bluetooth. Let me know because I could turn it off.
You might have to more. If you're watching, can you hear the good brother speaking, or is it just me? Because it might be me.
Because I can
Well,
hear you
while
loud and clear. Let me
while we
know.
figuring that out and while you pouring it up, let me get the people a little spiel on what's going on. So,
All right.
as already stated, Morgan Renee Myers having this topic of discussion just because I think it's healthy for us as men and women to engage. My topics are geared mostly toward heterosexual peoples, and us getting a better understanding of each other because I'm not really with the gender war shit. Kimber said I can hear him fine. Him. I can hear him. I can hear fine. Okay. All right. So I'll just turn my ears up then. But yeah, so the topic of discussion is this post right here. This brother
Yeah, that was a crazy
posted a
one.
picture of this lady basically saying, ladies, y'all need to stop wasting your money on hair, makeup, and lashes. This is what most men find attractive. And so my good brother Stan here responded back to a young lady. I ain't gonna call her out because this isn't a private group and I didn't get her permission, but I am gonna not misconstrue her words. So someone was like, so who keeping the strip clubs in business? And Stan had a well-versed response. I'm gonna read it for y'all. He says, so then I guess by your logic, men only like half naked or fully naked women that twerk for money in front of strangers. Well, came at her with the facts. Or are you proposing that we have a say so on what the strippers wear in the club? Because men are not choosing what women come out in the club. Be
At
it
all.
makeup, wigs, lashes, etc. When man goes to strip clubs, we don't give a damn what the women got on, okay? Because he said we prefer, never mind. He preferred y'all probably just come out ass naked. It's probably what he was gonna say. Don't wear a damn thing. Um, in fact, if the women in there had natural hair, natural bodies, and natural looking makeup, we go for that as well. At least we would know what the women actually look like. LOL. What you're getting confused is what men capitalize MEN. Men
Hmm.
have been
We're gonna
forced
talk
to
about that
accept.
too.
That hit me. Forced to accept when it comes to a woman's appearance nowadays versus what we actually like. But you have to care to find out. And let's just pause right there because I thought that was a mouthful. From my experience or what I've been learning on this journey of just trying to understand men, because I grew up emasculating men, disrespecting men, thinking y'all ain't shit, y'all all cheat. I heard this from women, so it
Hmm.
took me a lot of unlearning. And what I've been learning is I don't think a lot of women do care to hear what a man actually think about something. We'll tell you what we think. So can you elaborate on just your comment before I get into the rest of this?
Well, what my comment means is exactly what you said. I think that a lot of women, they get
I can't
fed.
hear you, Stan.
Hold
I
on,
might have to have you take the Bluetooth off,
let me
love, because I
take the
can't hear you.
Bluetooth on. Can you hear me now?
Damn, maybe is it me? Is my
I
Bluetooth
think
on?
I think yeah, I
Okay, there we
think it's you.
go. Okay, well, okay, I can hear you now.
All right. All right. So me saying that you would actually have to care to understand that is me basically saying like like we like and the reason okay, let me see where I want to start this at. Let me see where I want to start it, right?
Okay, take your
Okay,
time, no
so
rush.
the reason why I put men in capital
Uh-huh,
letters, right,
uh-huh.
is because of what you just said.
Okay.
Because of the women that you grew up around had a lot of things to say about what y'all consider to be men
Yeah,
versus what actually are men.
yeah.
And so what I want women to start understanding, especially our black women,
Mm-hmm.
is there's the difference between adult males and men.
Okay.
Just because he's of adult age, he has a beard and a goatee, he's
Mm-hmm.
just a male. The men don't consider him a man.
Oh,
We don't
oh.
consider those men, the Pookies and the Ray Rays that we hear about in these topics and these conversations. The men
Uh-huh.
don't consider those dudes men. So we don't
Mm.
know why y'all do. And quite frankly, as a man that's around a lot of responsible men, as you know, I'm a business
You
owner. I
are.
work a full-time job. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
single father.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not cut from that cloth. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I'm cut different. So when it comes to men, we're tired of being lumped in the group with the adult males.
Mm, I see what you're saying.
So
Okay, so
when
there
they
is a
said
difference. Okay.
exactly, so when it came to that discussion, it said like when the sister said all they do is lie. Well,
Yeah,
you
she was
contra
like, so who keeping the strip clubs in business? They just lie, yo.
exactly. So my next response, it was a little bit more long winded, but
But
my next
I appreciated
response
the
is
breakdown. I appreciated the thoroughness,
right,
to make you think, and give your perspective.
right. So like my next thing is this, right?
Hmm.
If we realize that all men and all women aren't the same, then how could you call it a lie? Because if I'm not the
Well,
same as the next person and I'm voicing my opinion, it's just my opinion.
right.
But see, the way that things have been going, especially in our community for so long, is that the women have been able to say that the
Whatever.
men are this, that, the third. They ain't hitting on this, they ain't hitting on that. But as soon as the men finally, after 50 years of being told that they ain't shit, when the men finally come around and say, hey, we just don't like that y'all do this.
Hmm.
Oh,
It's an
well, I
uproar.
do this, but and it's an excuse. And it's like, where's the accountability? Because as a man, I have to take accountability every single
Yeah.
day.
Y'all
There's
don't
no
get
getting
slack. We ain't giving
there's
y'all slack for nothing.
none.
Nope.
None, and that's the
So
and
ain't.
that's the issue, and that's okay because that's just the life of a man. That's all right.
It's not
But
okay though. That makes me so sad. It's like y'all have this like known thing in manhood where like y'all words don't matter, y'all feelings don't matter. And that's not cool. Like I don't know how we got here. And then I think what's interesting about that too is like we're always talking about patriarchy and how damaging that has been. So it's like how can men have had so much power, but then also don't have any type of
you can't have feminism without the patriarchy.
mm,
Patriarchy is the reason why feminism is even able to exist.
how so? What you mean?
How how else do the women get the protection to do what they do? Who's creating the laws? If all the laws, especially according to divorce, child support, family
Mm-hmm.
court, all of that. All of
Mm-hmm.
those, all of those things are geared towards women. So the women have the upper hand in those situations. When domestic calls get called in, the man is more likely to go to jail, whether he did nothing or not.
Wow.
So
Okay.
feminism can't exist without the patriarchy anyway. I don't like to get into that conversation because it can get
Yeah.
misconstrued, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm
For sure.
balanced, right?
Yeah.
So even though I understand that the women need to get to know
Yeah.
men, I understand why they don't know men, but I
Okay.
also but I also go into it as far as, okay, brother, you need to step your fucking game up. And
Okay.
not for the women, but
For
for yourself, so that
yourself.
that
Yeah.
translates over to
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not that, okay, you need to go out there and try to make some more money for women. No, you need to go out there and make some more money because you need to go out there and make some more money,
Right.
brother.
For yourself. So
Right.
you can have a foundation, have something to provide. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what's interesting? Somebody else in a group of brother made a comment about how he understands why women may not take y'all advice to heart or respect y'all in a way because we have dealt with some of those adult males, and so we've been burned, we've been traumatized, and so it's like it takes a lot out of us
Hmm.
to trust or feel like any man could do anything right. Back
Hmm.
to your comment that you made to the sister. So this is where I disagree, and I don't know her personally. So if she see this, look, we don't know each other. Don't take it the wrong way. I just disagree, and it's okay to disagree.
It
This is
is
where I
what it
feel
is.
like the issue be coming in. So he messaged her that paragraph back, uh, and supporting things that she said because her only initial comment was who keeping the strip clubs in business. So he broke all that down. Like we're not in control of what the strippers wear. This is what we would actually prefer. All this and this and that. And she's like, oh, see, she must edit this comment because I didn't see
Yeah,
that at
we yeah,
first.
there was enough. Yeah, it's a whole nother
Okay,
comment.
initially, see this is twisted because initially all I saw her say was, "I'm not reading that long ass paragraph. Go get you a business." So it looked like she done came back. Damn, now I can't. Now she done fucked up my life. Okay, I
It's
didn't see that part. Okay, all lies. The strip club was created by men. I didn't say. I mean, okay, well we're gonna skip over that because I didn't see that. But nonetheless, I thought after. Okay, so I didn't see your paragraphs after that either. But I just saw that I ain't reading all that. Get you some business. And that just threw me because it's like we're having dialogue or we stay calling people out about stuff. As soon as a man's very rare that you even see men giving any type of dissertation about any type of topic. This is the type of stuff y'all stay off the internet with. So the fact that you had time today and some energy to put into it, people are really, I'm learning, illiterate or don't really care about having conversation. They just want to come, say some toxic shit and move on with their day. Or they
because
just disagree with something and that's that.
Because it's cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
It's cognitive dissonance. This is what I believe, and I don't want it to be challenged. So I can just call you a liar. I can call all men liars, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. But when men say anything about me or what I'm saying to that man, then it's go get you some business or whatever the case may be, even though that might be disrespectful to the man.
Right. We don't give a damn, but you better not say nothing out your mouth that's gonna
And that's
disrespect us or go left with
and
us.
and that's the problem. And so what I feel where I see a lot of our women falling off at is because things aren't how they used to be, right? So I used to talk to my grandparents, I used to talk to the elders and stuff like that, and in order for relationships to happen, the woman had to bring we good?
Yeah, we good.
The
I don't know
woman
if the good sister's gonna be able to join tonight, but she was gonna have a perspective.
the
But keep
woman
on.
had
Take in.
the woman the woman had to bring the male who was interested in her and courting her around the family.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to sit amongst the family and they questioned him and who's your family? What do you got going on? What are your plans for our daughter? XYZ, right? That doesn't happen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because we don't have strong family units like that anymore.
Right.
But the reason why I'm starting to see a lot of our women are running into the adult males versus running into the men is because y'all don't employ the actual good brothers, the good men in your circles with the task of, is this guy a good guy? Because even if he told you that the guy wasn't shit, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody said. Just be in my bay.
So
You
when
know what
you
I'm
say
saying?
employer with the group, you mean basically like male vetting, like
Yeah,
by
yeah,
yeah, I probably would be in the situation I was in if I had let y'all know who I was dealing with. If I left Greensboro, y'all would have
exactly.
told me that nigga is
Because
psycho, don't do it. But
exactly.
I ain't want to hear all that. I just wanted to come do what I had to do, and look
Because
where it got me.
guess guess who knows men better than women do?
Men know other men.
Exactly. And so if you allow and put the trust into the good, if you have a father that's been in your life and you know that he's a good man, you have uncles, you have cousins, you got brothers, you got associates that are good men. Why not, hey, what you thinking? I'm gonna bring him around. I want to know what y'all thinking him. I'm interested in him. I want to know what y'all thinking him. But you have to be prepared if they tell you, this dude ain't shit. You gotta be prepared for that. And you got to be willing to take heed. But are you willing to take that advice and say, you know what? My
Maybe
people ain't
not, because
feeling
you
you.
got to learn the hard way. If not,
But how many times you got to learn the hard way before you say, I'm doing this shit wrong?
that is a good question. Pause right there. Kiamba, you able to talk or no?
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Hey,
Oh,
girl.
girl, I had to not say nothing when the brother was talking
No.
just then, cause
So yeah, I want to get your opinion. So again, for those just hopping on live, thank y'all for joining the conversation. The conversation is about all natural versus feminine enhancements. My brother made a post basically stating that he likes just the raw natural one. We don't need lashes, makeup, and all of that because that's what most men want. So I wanted
I'm not
some opinions that
saying that.
supported that and went against that. So Campbell, what's your thoughts on that comment?
I just feel like from my personal experience, I feel like that's true.
Okay.
I feel like most men, adult males, whatever, I guess it will be unknowable for women to know what they're classified as according to the other guests on the plane. But I feel like they do. I hear a lot. As far as just like women that's natural, I'm a natural woman, and most of my family are.
Okay.
And most of my family have been married or have been married multiple times, and so which is all three of my sisters have been married. My mom was married a couple of times, and like none of us are really like women that really wear weaves or wear makeup and stuff like that. I mean, maybe my one sister might wear like on a special occasion every now and then, but
Right, but
that's
it's not
not
their
every
norm.
way.
Because, like, I think the point in his post,
it's like we're seeing so much of it now. So much weave, so much makeup, so much eyelashes. It's ridiculous and
It's
trending.
horrible.
So every now and then I think it's okay. I think in general though, you're
I agree.
agreeing that men
Yeah.
want to see it's natural.
But I think most of the discourse that I hear, because I also have like a lot of guy friends, I think most of the discourse I hear from it is that it's kind of like, I don't really want to say boring, but it's kind of more so that all the women are trying to look the same. Like they're all trying to have the same look.
That's what guys are saying?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. That's
I
what
agree.
saying.
I'm shocked. I'm like, what's going on?
They look
everywhere. I'm like, I see it everywhere. Like, why do we look the same?
The women nowadays look like human Bratz dolls.
Stop. Stan, can you say that?
Yeah, I can say that. I can say what I want to say. I'm not being disrespectful. That's just my perception of it. The women nowadays look like, go look up a Bratz doll and you'll be like, yup, that's where they got the look from.
What they look like.
Very for me, it's really giving drag.
What happened?
Like, for me, it's really giving drag a lot of times. Like,
I needed you to say that. I needed a woman to say that. I needed a woman to say that. I needed a woman to say that. Thank you, sister. I needed a woman to say that. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Now stop. Wait a minute. Somebody's not gonna agree with that. Somebody does this and love it.
She dropped the bomb. She dropped the bomb. She dropped the bomb, yo. I needed a woman to say that. Thank you, sister, for saying that.
Makeup and all that, like that's really like back in the day in the 90s and stuff. You would really never see women, you know, with all that on. Really, it was really drag queens that really was on the lace fronts and
overcompensating.
Even the body way they used to make their bodies look, like had the over exaggerated breasts, the over exaggerated hips, the over exaggerated like bottoms and stuff. Not that that's natural in our culture, but not for every single person. It's like that had it and it was cool, but it wasn't something. I mean, everybody don't have a fat butt. Everybody's not gonna have big boobs. Like that's just not the way they intended it to be.
Right.
But in drag, that's the look. Like being super like over. It's kind of like a caricature of womanhood, and that's kind of what the look that a lot of women are going for. And
look, we got 3 Myers on this live. Like it's lit.
How do I move
been in the room with so many Myers?
How do I move the comments out the way? There, bro.
I only added it to see. I didn't know it could do 4 people at a time. Rochelle, you had something to say to the conversation?
I did, but she said it when she said the drag queen comment, because it's gone beyond looking like a Barbie doll.
So we not crazy, but see, we natural. So that's our 3 perspective. I mean, Stan as well, but I mean, there's some women that really out there. Probably the girl who made the comment that strike this video, yeah, she definitely was a weave head. So like, there are some women that really get with that. So not to come at them because everybody got their own thing, but we also back to what Stan was saying. Like, if you're listening to what men say, they not really with all that. And so I want to focus on that for a second, because somebody made a post earlier that I shared and it was saying, do women really not respect men? And I think that kind of comes into context with it. We claim up and down we want protection from Black men. Some of us want leaders and providers and all this and that. But it's like whenever a man speak up for himself or say what he like or dislike, then we go in on him. Well, it don't matter. Da, da, da. So I'll throw out another, I guess, rebuttal that I've heard. And Kim, I think you said you kind of agree with it too. Some of the women are like, we're not getting done up for y'all. Like, this has nothing to do with appealing to men. Like, we do it for us because we like the look. So what do you have to say about that, Kimber?
I do. So I feel like that's what's being said. But then I'm going, like, if I'm going to their house and I'm just coming, they don't have no makeup on or their weave or wig or nothing. So if you're doing it for yourself, why are you not doing it every day when you wake up at home? It seems like you're only doing it when you're going out or when somebody's going to see you, that you're, I guess, want to impress or whatever. I don't know what the motivation is, but it would seem like
maybe it's a self-confidence thing. Maybe it's self-confidence. Like, that's what if you can't leave the house without it, you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, maybe.
I mean, that's what I would say, because it's like if you like what you have, to go through so many changes to alter it just doesn't seem to be in alignment with, you know, oh, I like my natural hair, but I just wearing the weave every day. Like, okay,
yeah, it don't add up.
It's a contradiction. It's the same thing as when women wear makeup and then they go on live and put a filter on top of the makeup.
What's the point?
And you see they fake. You
And
see
that
they face, glitching, they eyelashes moving around, they ain't even blinking. So do you really like yourself?
Wow.
Do you like what you naturally have? Because if you talk to the men, right?
Uh-huh.
Let me ask y'all sisters a question. Since there's three sisters on here, I can ask you a question,
We
right?
Myers girls.
Right. So check it out, right?
Uh-huh.
This like for a man, right? We don't mind like modest like I don't mind modest makeup, right?
Okay.
You got, you know what I'm saying? Like if we going out, you want to do a little lipstick, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. It's the cake face that I don't rock with.
Okay.
So even to the women that wear like makeup on a daily, when you go to the store and you just got your natural look on, how much more attention do you get than when you're done up? How many more conversations do you end up in? How many more guys approach you when you're in your natural state versus in your made up state?
honestly, I can say that when I get dolled up for anything, guys start coming out of the woodworks. Who is that? Who is she? Why you don't
Mm,
look more often? And I just be like, because I don't need it. I just did it
mm,
because I do it. Like I've always put on makeup because I wanted to put on makeup.
Did,
mm.
But
did you expect her to say she get more attention when she's natural
No,
stain?
I'm asking. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
asking. I want to know everybody's perspective because
yeah,
everybody's gonna
I
have a
get
different
more
experience.
attention when I put makeup on than I get when I'm just my natural self. Like I have people tell me all the time, like, "Oh, you don't need it." I know I don't need it, but I
Mm,
want it, and when I have it on, I get more attention. Let me wear like a little crop top shirt, or let me show a little bit more skin,
mm,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody like, "Who's she?"
mm,
Versus if I got a face full of makeup and some sweatpants on, they kind of just like it's not matching. What do you mean the
right.
vibes don't match? Because my vibes are my vibes with makeup on, with nothing on, with sweatpants
Mm,
on. It just
mm,
don't make no sense. And I've actually gone on vacation with people and they was kind of just like, "Oh, you're not doing your makeup? What the do I need to do my makeup for? Why am I spending $75 for somebody to play on my face?
mm.
Your face start breaking out. You don't like this. You don't like that. The complexion color don't be right. And then it's expensive as hell.
Yeah, and because it's
I
not
so
natural.
much
But
rather I'm
I
about to open up a whole nother can of worms because I'm like, I'd rather pay
shoot.
for my man to get his hair retwisted than to pay for me to get my makeup done. Like, we not doing
Right.
this.
Right. What about you, Morgan?
I can't relate because I don't wear makeup, so I don't have that.
Okay.
But I think I can say there's been a few times I noticed, especially like because I kind of I was battling with myself earlier because someone in the group was saying something about she used to be an ex makeup artist, and she said she works at a warehouse throughout the week, and then she likes to get done up on the weekends. And I was like, well, what? I said, why does wearing makeup make you? She said it make her feel more feminine. And I was like, why does it make you feel more feminine? And then
Mm,
I was reflecting on myself. I'm like, I never get my nails done. It was a point in time where I did when I was younger. I haven't got a retwist since I got these started, and I should. I ain't even washed it in a month, and I need to do better.
mm.
I know I need to get. I want to buy from this black owned
Your
shampoo lady, and
lock
I
journey
haven't
is
done it.
your lock journey. Don't let
No, but
nobody tell you you gotta
I'm
rock
no.
your hair.
Let me get to my point. I'm saying like these are things I know I have not done for my own self care. So part of me had to reflect when the girl said that about being feminine. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not as full into my femininity because my self care may be lacking. I was like, but I also don't care about being made up. I don't know how to put makeup on. I'm not buying all that shit. It's expensive. The chemicals, I know all that. So all of that, I'm more health conscious. I just don't care about a lot of things. So my normal dress is kind of like real, I don't even, I wear the same clothes. Like I'm not really, but I do notice when I put on something, when I pop out, yes, obviously it's more attention because I'm looking like I spruce myself up like I cared a little bit. So I do notice that, but it's never because I'm wearing makeup. Real quick, let me get to some of these comments. So backing up, Tasha has said something about it's not fair. That's not fair. Hold on. Where'd the comment go? Where'd it go? 1 second, y'all. Okay, I don't see it, but Shoni said men don't want to see the additives all the time. Okay. It's levels to it. Okay, Tasha said maybe that's not fair. We also get dressed up to leave the house. Why not wigs and makeup? I know she was saying that when we was talking about women getting all dolled up. And then Shoni said, do you really like yourself? If that woman answers that question, how are you prepared to assist her? Your journey is for you. I would assist her if she was open-minded and willing to accept the advice. But if she was just,
Exactly.
not, then
Because
but it's really your own
this,
journey
but here's
of
the
self-love.
point. Here's the point of why I even asked that question. It's because with the makeup, what are you like? You're trying to enhance your look, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're enhancing your look, or you might have acne, bad skin, or whatever. You're trying to cover it up and look a certain way. Cool, right?
Yeah.
Everything in moderation, even
Yeah.
moderation, right?
Yeah.
But now you get on a live and you put a filter on top of that, or you take a picture and you put a filter on top of that.
Well, I just like
So
filters. They add a little to the
they
picture.
don't, not in men's eyes. We looking at that shit like, why she got so many filters on? Because now when we see y'all in person, y'all don't look like how you look in your
I've
pictures.
been hearing that. I was on one of these little dating apps, and all the men say that, or they have it in their bio: no catfish, no filter, show real. I'm like, what's going on out here?
So I
Because the
honestly,
filters are getting ridiculous now.
they are, and I think even with that, it comes back to, for me personally, we always talk about like, do women really know what they want, and do women really like see themselves as beautiful? But do men really know what they want? And because personally,
That goes for
I
anything.
so when it comes down to like the whole cheating and like, I don't even know how to even put this out there without putting my personal business out
Uh-oh.
there,
Here
because
we go.
there have been plenty of
Here
times
we
where
go.
I've been involved with somebody
Yeah.
who claims that they like the more natural look, but then I catch them having conversations with somebody who got all this makeup on. And it's like, you bringing the person with all this makeup on around your you bringing a clown around your family.
Rochelle.
Because
You
with a nigga like,
bringing
because
around your family, and that's who you letting your family meet, and then I'm over here just hiding in the background with my natural self. But you claim you like somebody, and you claim you want somebody that's natural, but you're literally abusing, cheating, taking advantage of the natural person to be over here with somebody who takes 45 minutes just to do her makeup, and then take another 2 hours to do her hair, and you complaining you got somebody that can get ready in an hour and don't need makeup.
this
Where,
is about
like,
to turn into a deeper conversation. This
Well,
that's
real
not a
quick,
different
before
this is
it
about to
do,
turn
conversation.
into
That's
a
real
deeper
quick, hold
makeup.
on, let
conversation.
me get through
Makeup.
these comments because I don't want to neglect the commenters. Shoni went on to say, let's not act if men are not shallow when they go for pretty initially. Y'all meet her with makeup, then want her to go out all the time. She all of a
No,
sudden becomes unattractive with makeup. I think
men are
it's different, and
visual
I would like
creatures,
another
yo.
man that maybe
Men
isn't
are
afraid to
visual.
hop on.
Men are visual creatures. We like what we see. We,
Mm-hmm.
we like what we see initially. Like
And
So
that's
so,
it's
what
and so, you
attracted
can
to.
agree some of the makeup is art. You can agree that some of the
it
makeup
can.
be
It
making them
can
look
be,
nice.
yeah. But all men don't like the super dolled up face all the time. Like we just don't like. Look, again, that goes back to my conversation of adult males and men. And some of these adult males get y'all confused, right? So a lot of the dudes who want the BBLs and the big lashes and the perfect chicks, those are the dudes that kind of got shitted on a lot when they was younger. I'll say that much. Those are the dudes that kind of got shitted on by the women that they tried to approach when they were younger. Real men, we don't really care about none of that shit. A lot of the time we kind of want to see what you look like at your base form so we can say to ourselves, oh shit, she kind of cute for real, just natural. So that's why I asked the question, because about, do you feel like you get more attention when you don't have it on versus when you do have it on?
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard mixed reviews, right? So a lot of women say, I've heard a lot of women personally and in different spaces say that when they're dolled up and they got that shit on, a lot of the dudes, they don't really approach them.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got the natural ponytail, no makeup, they just in the store, they got some sweatpants, a hoodie, or whatever on, that's when everybody's trying to holler at them. The reason for that is because a man can see you from your core.
But Rochelle just said when she's more dolled up, she get hollered at way more.
I
Different different strokes for different people. That's why I said.
Okay.
location. I really think it has to do with
Yeah,
location.
North
That
Carolina. Yeah, you're
I
right. North
know
Carolina
that
different.
in North Carolina is completely different.
Because out here in
I'm in
Florida,
North
baby, I'm getting what they
Carolina.
call every
I'm in
day. I'm
North
fighting y'all,
Carolina.
and I be looking like this.
Too, but that's the thing. Like,
How do you
let's see.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you're not dolled up, how do you typically dress, or how do you typically carry yourself?
The same way.
Do you look
I've worn,
do you look approachable?
I've worn
Mm-hmm. Depending
out
on the day.
under
Mm-hmm.
my eyes. I've worn the same outfit and paid somebody $40 to do my makeup. And even like posting pictures online, same outfit. The outfit that I got makeup on and I'm in the club got
Mm-hmm.
more likes than when I was barefaced at a concert wearing the same exact outfit.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there is like, and bring it back to the social aspect, and it's like same outfit, two different faces, two different environments. One gets more likes than the other gets.
Hold on, real quick, Shawnee. Would you mind hopping on live with us? Because Shawnee is in disagreement with us, and I think that's okay.
Pull up.
I knew this was gonna get somebody when you said clown. She said a clown because she wears makeup. Interesting from one woman to the next. But pause right there, because like, first of all, not all women agree on everything, and I think in some regards, women will back each other up and defend each other to a fault sometimes. But this is one of those topics we're more natural girls that we're not really into all that, so it's not in our lane. So obviously that's gonna be, as you stated earlier, our judgment per se. It's just not what we into. So can't really grasp my mind around
But
it.
also
and
too,
to some guys, it do look clownish only because of the fact that like when you do it every day, it's super caked on, it's super dramatic. I get people that are makeup wearers are not gonna see it as that. You see it as art.
Also too, to the point that, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Rochelle.
Yeah. Rochelle. Okay. To your point, right? You say you put makeup on, you wear the same exact outfit, and you get more likes, depending on, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you go to the club, you put the makeup on, you take a picture, you get more likes versus when you take it privately without the makeup on. Okay, those are two different settings for one. For two, people like to be entertained. For three, it depends on, a lot of it comes down to, I won't even say it depends on, a lot of it comes down to what it is now. You got to think about the past as well as the present, right? So when we look back at the 70s, the 80s and 90s, women were a lot more natural, especially black women were a lot more natural then than they are now, right? So you have to understand that throughout.
Why was that? Was it just more culturally acceptable? We just didn't have all the weaves and
You just
stuff?
didn't have all of that yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
who created stuff
but
and why?
when we start talking about the hair weave, black men have been talking about hair weaves for the longest.
What y'all been saying? Y'all don't like it?
Yeah, we've been talking shit for the longest.
We don't give a
Think
damn
about,
what y'all say. We do it for us.
But
yeah, okay. Think about all of the, like, I understand the protective styles and I understand all of that.
Okay.
I don't necessarily knock it. Like, I get it. Like, I don't necessarily knock it, but what I'm saying is we've been saying the same thing for the past 30, 40, 50 years about the shit, and it hasn't become a conversation until just recently. It hasn't become
So
a
basically, we don't care
conversation
what
until
y'all got
recently.
to say about how we look and the weaves are for us, not for you. But okay, so Dante's
That's like
on here.
that's like us saying that we become providers and protectors and we go get shape ups and all of that type of shit and hair and fresh haircuts, but that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Yeah, we might do it to make ourselves feel good because I want to have a fresh shape up, but I also still want to be noticed.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because if you just let yourself fall to the wayside, then that's probably what you're
Exactly.
gonna attract.
Because
Somebody
if
that
you
don't.
just doing it for you, then you would just go outside. Like when the days that you don't care, you wouldn't try to fix your hair at all.
Okay, Shoni said that's not true. All these things were in existence. It's competition now. It's influence of society and ease of availability. Let me go back to Dante comment. You also got to talk about dudes who want to FUCK versus dudes who actually want to talk to you.
Yep.
And I think that's something too. And that kind of goes back to what
That's a
Rochelle
real
was saying.
conversation.
It's
That's
like
a real
you'll say
conversation.
you like us, but because the poom poom is accessible, y'all will still deal with her. And that's why I'd be like, so that it goes back to the girl in the group saying like, y'all lie, y'all hit anything because y'all don't really care that much about us being nasty.
Are we lying to you? Are we lying to you or are you lying to yourself?
Huh?
Are we lying to you or are you lying to yourself?
What does that mean? I don't know what you mean.
It mean what I'm saying. So check this out.
I'm saying what's happening. I see you'll still mess with the weave heads if you claim you don't like them. Y'all don't like them. Y'all been having this conversation for 30 years. Don't mean you won't deal with them. Y'all have your own standards and morals and boundaries.
It don't mean that we won't. It don't mean that we won't smash them. No, it don't mean that at all. We'll smash an ugly chick. But see, this is the difference, right?
Nasty.
But see, this is the difference. This is the difference, right? Men have sex with who they can. Women have sex with who they want to, consensually,
I agree.
right?
I
Men
agree.
have
Yeah.
sex with who they can, who their options are. Women have sex with who they want to. So it's different for us. So if I can't get the natural girl and the made up girl is an option, I'm gonna go over there. That don't mean I necessarily like what
Get them
she
both.
do, but I need some buns right now. I'm a man.
All right, hold on. You right. All right, Faye said I used to be one of those women who wore makeup every day. It wasn't until I went through my awakening that I stopped wearing it to cover up my insecurities and unhappiness. Thank you, somebody speaking like we know what y'all, some of y'all, again, I come for all of y'all because some just do it, whatever. But thank you for somebody speaking on what we know a lot of women are dealing with. My own insecurities and unhappiness. I now only wear makeup maybe once every couple of months, and I get way more attention in my natural form than when I was hiding behind foundation. Shoni said most women wear wigs to protect their naturalness, child. Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
Look, so this. Oh God, it's so many thoughts running in my head. That may be true. But also, I don't like the fact that we live in a type of world or a capitalist society where, you know, we have to work and all this and that it takes us from being able to tune into ourselves. I get naturally there can be a lot to deal with. How long, baby? Some women I've only seen in a protective style. Like, I've never seen that, and maybe on the weekends or maybe when they get home, they take the wig off and they're around their family. But it's like, in general, you living your life with weave all the time. Like, golly, like, I wish we had time to do our hair.
But where do braids fall into this
natural protective style.
Huh? Y'all both talking about what?
I said,
who said what?
Braids come into this conversation as far as a protective style.
Braids are protective style. We still wear braids.
Are they?
But we wearing a lot of that yacky too.
But the weave. Well, I'll speak for me. I'm not going to sit here and generalize and try to speak for all men, right? I'll speak for me, right? Since I'm the only man on the panel.
I would like another man to hop on if you
I'll
agree or disagree.
I'll speak for me, right?
Uh-huh.
Braids, like weave braids and all of that shit. That shit's cool with me. It's just once the braids go all the way down to your goddamn calf muscle.
I'm still trying to figure out how they wipe it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything in moderation, even moderation. So it's not about men not liking makeup or your weave every now and again or whatever the case. But it's like when it's excessive and it's all the time. A lot more. I'm starting to see that a lot more black men are saying, I don't really like that shit, but I can't say nothing because
And why you can't say nothing?
Because it's going to cause an argument.
Or they do
And
say
men and men would prefer to be in a peaceful situation than a tumultuous situation.
Put up with stuff y'all don't really like, just so
We have to do that shit every day when we go outside.
Dang.
Like,
We gotta do that shit every day when we go outside.
Now you gotta do it in your
So we
own
just
home.
put up with something else, right? But it's not like okay. So back to what I was saying. Like, I've heard women say when they're in their most natural state that they get a lot more compliments, they get a lot more guys approaching them, XYZ. That's not going to be a one size fits all situation, because it sometimes it comes down to how you carry yourself.
Okay.
Sometimes it comes down to, do you got the resting bitch face?
Yes.
Because you can come off being very unapproachable, and men might find you, and men in your natural state, seeing you in your natural state, might find you attractive, but they don't want to approach you because you look like you upset.
Well, sometimes I do want to be not approached, because when it's so often, like, give me a break, or if you know how jacked up my life and emotions are right now, you wouldn't want to talk to me, so don't even approach me. So I'm gonna have that look. I don't got time.
That's not fair.
Well, why is it not fair, saying you literally have no idea what I've been through, and
I'm not saying that I do.
So I don't, and then I'm getting crazy attention. It's quite ridiculous. I'm like, I don't want all this attention, because I'm not even I'm still healing. I'm not in a space to really be dealing with y'all like that.
Okay.
I got a little friend, and we're gonna keep it at that. I can't even really date right now. I can't even really talk to 2-3 men like I used to back in my day when I was pimping. I can't even do it no more, baby.
Pimping? You was pimping?
Oh, baby. Yeah, I can't do it right now. Not right now. So I will put on that face. But I hear what you're saying though. In general, okay. So is that
So
just
hey,
y'all
look,
thing though? Y'all just get
look
to
from
approach
a
it
man
and expect conversation?
from a black man's perspective. Sometimes we just be wanting y'all to smile in our direction.
Yeah, I heard women don't like when y'all say that. Just smile. Like, why y'all want
I
to be
don't say
smiled
that
at?
shit. I don't say that shit at all. Because if you ain't, I mean, you look how you look. I don't say that. I don't say that myself. But I will speak. It's just like a smile, a glance that don't look like what is you looking at, nigga. Like, you
So
know what I'm saying?
a smile and invitation, because there's been time I get good customer service and I have a genial personality anyway. So can a smile be taken wrong, or is it an invitation to like talk to me more?
It can be depending on. It can be well. Even not smiling is an invitation for dudes to come talk to you when you don't want them to.
Apparently, yeah. They still shoot they shot.
Right.
Y'all just don't
So
give a damn.
right. So I mean, but if we like you, we like you. We gonna say something to you. You know what I'm saying? But if every like from my perspective, if I'm not gonna say every,
Okay.
if a lot of the black women that I see look like they're upset, look like they're mean, XYZ look unapproachable, then I'm not gonna approach them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we got some guys
And
in the chat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
pull
Finish your
up,
thought, and I'm
fellas.
gonna read these comments.
I love it.
What you say? Okay. Lasso said we can be going through anything. That don't mean we can project. Oh, it went down. Hold on. That don't mean we can project it on y'all. Shake your
Facts.
head. Eldrin said, playing devil's advocate. So if that's the case, not wanting us to approach y'all, why the uproar when black men go to white women? But you went left.
What?
I can't
No,
stand.
that's a valid point. That is a
No, we
valid
not
fucking
saying
point.
it ain't
That
all
is
of
a
us
valid.
shooting you down in a day.
You may not want to hear that. You
I
may not
don't.
want to hear
I
that,
don't. I
but it's
don't.
a valid point.
Is
So
it?
it's
It's a valid point.
white women.
Huh?
You're
White women over us?
didn't
It's
jump.
not
Just
it's
because we
not
ain't speak, just because two
it
of us ain't speak
listen,
this week.
it's not us choosing white women over you all. It's not us choosing Asian women over you
What
all.
is it going
It's
where
feeling
you're wanted?
it's going where you want it.
Oh, please.
It's
And,
going where you
and then
want
what?
it.
And then what? You get over on that side, and what? They're more submissive. This is what I hear. They're more submissive. They what?
Yeah.
I think that comes to being how they were raised, because as a black female, I wasn't raised to be submissive. I was raised to handle my own and get shit done.
Strong
That's just the truth.
black woman don't need no
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I didn't say that. I mean,
Hold on, wait a minute.
I've been stuck on the side of the road with a man who's trying to call AAA, and I've had to change the tire.
That's not a man.
Well, that's okay.
But you knew,
That's not,
but you knew he wasn't a man. But you knew he didn't have man-like qualities before
no,
you
he
start fucking with it.
didn't know how to change a tire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got yelled at because I asked my uncle to teach me how to change my oil, because I was tired of paying to get my oil changed. And everybody jumped down my throat like, you're not supposed to be changing your oil.
Well,
Then
somebody got to change it.
me the money to go get my oil changed if you're not going to pull up and change my oil. Don't say
The man,
it's not a woman
your man should have.
oil.
If your man didn't know, if your
I'm
man,
I'm serious.
if you're, I'm answering you. If your quote unquote man didn't know how to change the oil, then he should have took your car to go get your
But
oil changed.
Yeah, I agree.
female, who wants to keep paying $80 to get an oil change?
Golly, what you driving? $80.
Yeah, my
Who?
oil change was like 78, 76.
Oh,
What kind of car you got?
right.
A sports car.
Oh,
That doesn't
well.
tell me anything.
It sounds like they take more oil.
It's a Honda HR-V Sport, and my oil changes are literally $69 across the board. I think the cheapest I've gotten an oil change was like $61.
What
You must go to
And that
year is it?
the deal.
a 20.
Never mind. I ain't gonna go, but yeah, oil change ain't nothing to do. That shit is easy.
But
And if you got a car, if you got a newer car, that shit should be under your warranty.
no, it's not. My car's paid.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
out. But it was just the way everybody jumped down my throat. Like, you're a female, you don't need to learn how to change your own oil. I'm a single female who don't got $75 to pay somebody to change my oil. So how else am I supposed to get my oil changed? And I've been told, like, and I mean, this was recently, like a week ago, somebody told me I'm never going to get a man if I'm walking around talking about the fact that I know how to change my own oil.
That's not true. That's
I
not
mean,
true
but you're
because,
not walking
but
around just saying, "Oh, I'm an
right,
oil changer."
right. That's
Like,
not
what
true.
the hell?
That's not true at all.
I
It's
ain't
the
seen no
fact.
damn post about this.
It's if you bragging about it like, yeah, I don't need you, nigga, because I can change my own oil.
Yeah, there are some women
It's
saying
a
like that. I mean, but there are a lot of
difference
women that put y'all in that category where we don't need men for this and this and that. We can do our own thing. But then on the flip side, we're also the same group of women saying we want protection and why ain't y'all? And then I think that's such a delicate conversation too, because how do men protect? Like you said earlier, if we don't understand how men operate, we've only been dealing with adult males, simps, beta men, whatever. We don't know how y'all operate. Sometimes y'all protection is telling us, no, you can't go there, or I don't want you to go there.
yeah, because protection is both proactive and reactive. It's more proactive than it is reactive. So me saying, nah, you can't wear that. If you going out with your homegirls and you dress like that with your ass out, nah, you can't wear that shit. I'm not I'm not like. But first of all, why do you want to have your whole ass out?
Because
Okay.
no, you can. You baby, you don't understand what it's like being a woman. It's fun over here. Like
serious question. If we're traveling and I'm wearing an outfit, we've been all day. We get home and I gotta run to the store real quick. Why do I have to change my outfit?
Cause you know
change outfit.
You know you ain't store ready.
I've been in the same
But why
skin tight
are you? But
t-shirt
if we
dress
made it
all day.
but if we made it home,
and you don't want to get back up out of the bed and go to the store with me for something that you need,
what
why?
time is it? First of all, what time is
It's
it?
8
Because
o'clock in the morning.
8
And we just went, our
o'clock.
flight just landed. Kiki, oh.
Why wouldn't we go to the store before we made it back to the house? For one, why wouldn't we, as a logical man, how I think, why wouldn't we
Because that
stop at the
logical man
store?
forgot until we got to the house and then wanted something. Let's not act like y'all on logic 24/7 now.
We
But
are.
no, that's what I'm like.
We are. We definitely are. Y'all don't see it that way, but we definitely are. But look, this is what I'm asking you, right? Because it sounds like the situations that y'all keep bringing up, it don't sound like y'all dealing with somebody that's capable of providing and protecting y'all.
Well, no.
It sounds like
we can't.
it sounds.
Yeah, we
No,
don't always get them on the
I'm
first
telling you
try.
what that's what I'm trying to tell y'all what it sounds like. Like you telling me that you've been out all day and then y'all get back to the house. So if you've been out all day and you get back to the house, then it has to be nighttime. Why would any man send his woman back outside at nighttime with the outfit that you had on all day?
Why
We need to go to the store. We forgot you wanted to go home first, or whatever the case may be. The man, as a protective, like, man, I go, man, what you need from the store, yo? I don't feel like going, but I'ma go. What you need from the store?
I was just speaking on the outfit change part. Like, I've worn this all day. I get I was with you, but if it was acceptable for me to wear this while I was with you, it should be acceptable for me to wear it when I'm
Well,
not.
he was there to
That's
protect
not
you.
the
His
same because
eyes was
you're
looking. He
not
gonna be
with me
like,
no
"This is
more.
mine."
You're not with
Now
me
you by
no
yourself.
more.
Yeah.
You're not with me no more. You're not. I can't protect you the same way
Yeah,
no
you
more if I'm not with you.
protect her when she was with you. Niggas still gonna look.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
cool.
They still gonna
Looking is
look,
fine.
and they
It's not
still
looking ain't
gonna
got looking is
approach.
not a looking ain't a threat, yo. Y'all take the smallest thing and y'all try to make it like the biggest thing ever. Somebody looking at your woman is totally different than somebody approaching your woman, disrespecting your woman, putting their hands on your woman.
But
So those are
we
three
be
totally different scenarios.
but
What happened?
that happens when we be in sweatpants and with resting bitch face. We still get disrespected. We still get looked at like we're crazy.
Okay.
All right, she must got some money. Let's see. Go ask Kiki Palmer how that went.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring it up. Can we bring
Okay, I feel two ways about that situation. Because one, he knew who he was dealing with when he dealt with her, and they've done. I don't think I remember.
Okay, then
saying, but
you
I saw.
gotta
No,
stop.
let me finish
Because
my
you
thought. I
gotta
heard
you
somebody say that they did like a naked photo shoot or something together. So something where like she was scantily clad or not clothed. So like he's seen her in her element. He's seen her out dressing how she dressed. I do kind of get. I'm not a man, but from a man
perspective, I can see why he might feel a way about her dancing all up on Usher. Like, I don't know, did she dance on him or she just had her ass out? She just had her ass
She
out in the dress.
turned around and showed Usher her ass.
She's an Usher fan. She grew up on
It don't
Usher.
matter,
You
yo.
think if
It
Chris
don't.
Brown would
You
have
have a
her,
man at home.
huh?
You have a man at home. And if that man told you, I don't like that outfit, you should respect your man enough to say, all right, you know what? I'm going to find something else to wear.
And I think sometimes that's the balance we don't have as women because we love our bodies. It feels good being feminine. We want to show it off for whatever reason. Maybe we think it's comfortable. We like the compliment, whatever. And so it's just fun and being a woman and dressing up. And so we don't maybe respect y'all voice and opinion on that matter all the time. Not me per se. I would listen to what the hell my man said only because I don't want no problems at home. And I'm the type of woman I would want to respect him. But I also want to have some freedom and flexibility to feel sexy and sensual. I just think that might be a thing that would probably just have to happen in close quarters.
Well, I think
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with feeling sexy, but it's how you do it. Like you gotta think about what women are wearing nowadays. Like they going outside damn near butt ass naked. Outside of it actually being a piece of material over the body, the shit is fucking see-through. Men don't like actual men who are looking for a wife, who are looking to be in an actual relationship. We don't value that shit.
But y'all
We
will
look
still
at that
deal
shit
with
like
these
I can
same
see
said
I can see the
women.
whole huh?
But y'all will still deal with these same said women. It's like sometimes we'll be that, and then but that's still what y'all attracted to. It still catches your eye, and you'll still deal with those women. So it's like the women that are more
What
modest and maybe are celibate and maybe are. It's like sometimes we feel like we getting passed up because we not ready to just put it all on the table or give it up soon after we meet. And it's
what
like
type
there's
of
an
men
interesting
are
balance
you
with that.
what type of men are you dealing with? Is the
honestly,
whole thing.
Bro, maybe it's the
that's
males because they out
because
here.
of
Yeah,
that.
there's some busted ass niggas out here. There's some
They
busted ass
like
niggas out here. I do not take that. I don't take that off the table. There are some busted ass niggas. But if you continue to fuck with busted ass niggas, you cannot put their traits on what men like. Those are not the men. Those are the niggas you keep fucking with. And why do you keep fucking with? Because you keep attracting broken ass niggas. You have to ask yourself, what is it about me that keeps attracting these broken ass niggas? The nigga that need $20, the nigga that need to use my car, the nigga that need $40 for this, the nigga that need to
Hey,
sleep on my couch, the nigga that's
hey,
trying to move, the
hey,
nigga that's trying to
put
move
your
in with me
trigger.
after the first time he hit. Those are not men. Those aren't men. Because you
A
know what a
trigger.
man is? I'm gonna break down to you what a man is.
Okay.
You see the space that I'm in? This used to be my recording studio. This is now my son's
Okay.
room. He don't even live with me full time yet. I got a 17-year-old daughter in the other room. She live with me full time. I got a house. I got a car. I got a job. I got a business. I stand on business. I'm really about that shit. So and I don't play with women's emotions. I don't play with women's feelings. I like what I like, right? So at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, you have to you have to ask yourself, what type of man are you really looking for, and what does that man want from a woman? What does he want from you? What kind of man does Morgan want? And what does that man that Morgan want from her? Because what black women have been taught, with black women for the most part have been taught, because y'all like to say not all and only some, y'all like to use the anecdotal argument, but that's fine, right? So now I'm a cook. So what
Cook,
what
man.
what black women have been taught for the longest time by their male elders and their female elders is stay away from them boys. They only want one thing.
Yeah.
That's all y'all have been taught. But you know what the boys have been taught?
What?
Treat her nice. Buy her flowers. Be good to her. Don't say nothing mean to her. Don't put your hands on her.
Hmm.
Right? So we've been taught things about y'all, but y'all haven't been taught anything about us. And so you
Wow.
go out into the world not knowing shit about men or shit about what men want, and then you keep fucking with little boys, and then you say, oh, these men ain't shit. No, the adult males and the niggas that you keep fucking with ain't shit. So why do you keep doing that? That's the conversation that we really need to have, because I think you're beautiful. I like natural hair. I like natural, but are you natural and homely, or are you natural and sexy? Two totally different things. Because you could be natural and homely at home,
Mm-hmm.
but are you natural and sexy outside? These are different conversations that we could really have. See, I could really start cooking on this situation, but I don't want to disrespect nobody.
No, it's
I don't
not
want to make nobody
disrespect. I think
feel no
that's a
type of
very
way.
valid point. I think that's a very valid point. I use me as an example since I'm the one was bold enough to have a live such as this. You're absolutely right. I've had to reflect the situation that I came to Florida with and how that ended and all that. I had to really look back because this is maybe the most extreme that it's been, but this is like the third time I've dealt with a guy with that type of energy, and it was that adult male energy. But I also have been a proponent of trying to understand men where they're at or seeing potential, or I know he may not have all these things now, but I believe he'll get it. I believe he's a go-getter, he's a builder, but a lot of these men have given me pipe dreams and talked a good deal, but they were still dealing with other women. One of the guys was into poly. I was open-minded to that. I still have some open-mindedness about it, but how he was going about it wasn't financially stable, couldn't house us, was living with me. It was a lot. And so I really had to sit with myself. And like I'm in a purge right now, which is why I said I don't have time to be just smiling or getting all this attention that I'm getting, because I'm not in the space. I've fucked up, and I've been fucking up continuously. But why? Because of what I've been attracting, because of the unhealed, unresolved childhood trauma, the mama and daddy issues, the looking for a man to tell me what to do. I do like assertiveness and male leadership, but I was looking for somebody to tell me what to do versus using my fucking brain and wisdom at times. So I think a lot of what you had said has some truth to it, and it's not something that a lot of women want to confess to, that maybe I am.
It's accountability. It's accountability. That's what it is. It's just accountability. And a lot of it, it's like sometimes men feel like women are allergic to accountability. It's just accountability. I fucked up. I chose this dude. I knew he didn't have shit before I let him hit, but I still let him hit anyway. I knew he didn't have nothing, but I still said, oh, well, maybe he'll get something.
Yeah, because we be believing in y'all.
That's bullshit.
How's it
He don't got nothing.
Stan?
He don't got nothing to offer you. What do you want?
And y'all do be saying that. A lot of us don't know what we want.
Y'all don't, because y'all say y'all want a good man that's a protector and a provider. Okay, well, you ain't never seen this nigga fight, so you don't know if he's a real protector or not. You don't.
Well, how we gonna
this
see
nigga,
that, Stan? Like, nigga, fight something.
I'm not. I'm just saying. No, I know you. I know. I'm getting there.
Okay. All right.
You ain't never seen this nigga fight, so you don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these niggas y'all be fucking will be light as hell in the ass. 2, this nigga ain't got no job. He's always in between jobs. This nigga coming to move in with you. You supposed to be going to move in with him.
Never lived with a man. All my men have moved in with me. I wouldn't even know how to move in with a man.
A man coming to move. A man, but the men that have moved in with you needed to move in with you because they didn't have nowhere else to stay.
They did. One was literally house hopping from the ex, and then
y'all be fucking with y'all be fucking with hobosexuals and expecting this nigga to be a motherfucking provider down the line. No, this nigga been a hobosexual his whole life. He been jumping from couch to couch since his mama house, and y'all think that when he come into your bedroom, since he make your coochie tingle, that he gonna change or you gonna be able to change him. It don't work that way, because I believe this.
Maybe if he's housed and loved.
Nah, nope. Because if he loved himself, he would be out there providing for himself. He would have what he needs for himself if he loved himself. In order to love you, one has to love themselves. If I'm going to be in a relationship with you, I have to love me and you have to love you. I'm not here to love you for you. I'm here to enhance your love and you're here to enhance mine. It has nothing to do with, oh, I can love him into a better person. No, the fuck you can't, because he can't even do it.
And see, if I had a man talking to me like that, or if I had men to vet some of these dudes I was dealing with, that probably would have made clear sense to me, and it would have never happened. But I didn't. Or I was nervous to bring these men around because maybe innately I knew they ain't gonna approve of him.
You knew, yeah.
So let me just keep them secret. Why you think you ain't never really seen me with no man in community? I mean, we ain't known each other that long, but you ain't never really seen me. Maybe one guy, but yeah, like that's why. Because I kind of keep him to myself until I figure out what I feel like, or if I feel like he ain't gonna mesh well, I'm like, you can't even come around trial.
I believe that most women have met the man that they were supposed to marry at least twice in their life.
No,
at least
that cornball.
Yeah, the cornball that would have loved your crusty drawers.
Yeah.
That
See, I don't even want nobody that'll do all that. Hold on,
that
let me get something. Lasso said that boy drinking what Cat Williams was drinking. Demi said, I will say I was taught to just stay away from men and nothing about what men would like or want or how to be treated. I think that needs to be a discourse because how can you know something you never taught? That's real. Life experience is all you have in these avenues.
mm-hmm.
I think Rochelle was responding. You were saying, how can we fuck with niggas that he just good dick? Just like y'all can, if you like natural, but the weave heads is available, you'll fuck them. Same with us. That's tall problem. That's y'all problem in Greensboro area. Y'all be believing in niggas who leading the charge who ain't had and can't lead they self. Don't just call Greensboro out.
That's
Don't
it's not even
go.
just Greensboro. It's not even
LJ, you
just
ain't
Greensboro.
seen me with no man. Shut the hell up.
It's
You
not
have
even
not seen me with no man.
it's not even just Greensboro. That's the whole the
Yeah, it's definitely
entire
not
nation.
Greensboro.
That's the entire nation. It's like that.
It's not.
It's the entire nation.
Okay, Kimber gonna come in. We're gonna have our closing comments. See what this good sister got to say. Lotso, I invited you in. I don't know why you ain't answer. Hey, Kimber, what you have to say, good sis? Before we hop off.
I'm about to get off. Oh.
In a little bit. I mean, we done said a lot, and I think we done got some subjects from this that we could do to another day. But yeah, what you have to say?
Yeah, well, you can save it for another subject because no, I don't know. I just feel like a lot. Yeah, you know, I wasn't agreeing with a lot that was being said.
Well, what's your point? What? Bring it up.
I don't know. You know, for me, I'm just not really into like, you know, the traditional gender roles, and that also goes against. They go, like I say, also goes towards like, I don't know. I feel like this whole adult males man thing is very problematic. I guess more so.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
why?
There has to be a difference. Don't there has to be some type of correlation, right? Because all women ain't hoes, are they?
Maybe I don't know, but it's not.
All women are hoes?
But there's not nothing wrong with being one.
You gonna learn
Okay.
about Kimber. She gonna always be
To each,
opposite.
to each their own. To each their own. I'm not here to argue that, but are all women hoes? Are all women like?
No.
There's different right. There's different categories, so there has to be different categories for men. If
But,
there's different categories for women, there
but
has to be different
if I'm saying
categories for men.
a hoe, I'm not saying that she's less than a woman or not a woman. That's what I'm saying. Say a different category. Okay, category, but just say
So
someone.
would you say that you're on the same level as a Sexy Red or a Sukiana?
Oh.
As far as what?
As far as you being a woman, is she less than a woman, or is she the same kind of woman as you are, or is she a different kind of woman than you are?
I don't think there's any like hierarchy in women. I mean, I'm not a musician, and I probably don't have as much money as them.
I'm
So
talking about how she carries herself, what she does. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about her actions. I'm not talking about her career. I'm talking about her actions. Are you the same type of woman? Do you brag about your booty hole being brown?
I mean, no, but that song is lit, and I sing that song all the time. So I mean,
Girl, Kimber.
I be having Sexy Red on rotation.
Not
You capping right
oh
now.
Lord.
I'm
No, she's not joking.
No, I'm
She's
just
real.
saying. No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this is you trying to stray away from the point that's being made. Like there has to be a distinction. All males cannot be men, and not if all males are men, then teenagers are men. 18-year-old teenagers are men then.
Mm.
And we know that man, in order to be a man, you have to do certain shit consistently to be considered a man, or else y'all wouldn't say shit like you ain't a real man because you don't do this, or a real man would do that instead of this. Y'all wouldn't say that shit if there wasn't a distinction.
I've never in my life said anything like that because I don't
Women's
agree.
you,
I don't agree
but
with
you're
that.
one person. You're one person. That's anecdotal. That's an anecdotal
Well, let her get
argument.
it out. Let her
Go
say her
ahead,
piece.
get it out.
Yeah, because Kimber, I will say she's always been very different from what the masses of women think. So let her
I mean,
get her rock
what
on.
I'm saying is that I feel like even when you're saying there's a different category of women, they're still not trying to say that this woman. I don't really like to speak too much on manhood, but for you to tell somebody, oh, the person you're not dealing with is a man, like he don't agree with that, so it's still anecdotal and it's still just your opinion because the man that you're saying it's not man. He don't agree to that. Like he doesn't subscribe to that way of belief, so it's not like it's just a black and white type of thing.
Because he don't know no better. Because he
Uh-oh.
don't know no better.
I
Oh God.
got you, my boy. They ganging up on you. I got you. Go ahead, finish, Kim.
No, I'm okay. But anybody, it's just still an opinion. It's really not going to be something that's going to be actionable. Like you're saying, okay, well, you need to ask other men that another man might not think a man, because anybody, for that case, any man can make his own criteria as far as what he thinks a man is, and then say all the other men that don't fit that criteria actually aren't men. And
Yeah, this is true. Because the guy I was just dealing with, he swear up and down he's a man's man. He thinks he's the man of all men. But according to your standards, he would definitely be a male. Definitely was living with me. Definitely can't provide shit. But I still
So
was in love with him.
do his actions speak louder than his words, or do his words speak louder than his actions to you? Because a man is about action. A man ain't just about his words. A man say, I can fix this, I'm gonna do this for you. He gonna do the shit for you. An adult male just say, yeah, girl, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make your dreams come true, and then nothing happens. Womp womp. That's an adult male. It's a difference. There gotta be a difference. Just like there's a difference between a boy and a teenager. Just like there's a difference between a teenager and an adult. There has to be a fucking difference. And the only reason why you don't want it to be a difference is because you want to be able to blame men for your fuck up with them, for you choosing the wrong type of men.
Man, I love all my men, so that's not why I'm saying.
Nah, listen. Nah. She different, bro. She different, bro. She don't represent what a lot of women represent. She different. She different. Don't blow a gasket. I used to do that all the time. I just joined her. I'm on her team. Whatever she say, I either tell her leave me the fuck alone, or I'm with her. Whatever she say.
Oh no, I'm different, man. I'm gonna debate until I can't debate no more.
And she gonna do
I'm
it
not going.
to the
If I
last.
don't agree, I'm not going.
Yes.
If I don't agree, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Hey, she
I'm not
ain't gonna
going.
go.
I'm not
I felt
Hold
bad
on,
for
y'all.
her.
That's energy I like, because I'm a debate.
Yeah, it's all love. Like I don't got no type of animosity or ill feelings towards the sister. But nah, if I don't agree, I ain't going. We just
And
going back and forth till one of us get tired.
and mind you, she's married too. So
Okay,
Now,
that's a beautiful thing.
yeah, she's married and she having her way. So I don't want you to think she just out here showing her booty hole because it's brown and shit. She's married, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's good. But I'm gonna go back to the point. You were saying with Morgan. I don't understand how all the time y'all keep saying niggas are tricking y'all. How is a nigga tricking y'all into thinking that he's a man? If a nigga don't got shit, he don't got shit.
That don't mean
you
he
tricked
can't get it, or he
yourself.
don't have a mindset. Don't y'all fall short sometime, or life
No, we too old. We 30. We 30. We not in our 20s no more.
He was 28 and I was 30.
No, come on now. We don't date off potential no more. That's over with. Them years are over with.
If he can't hold down a steady job, how are you gonna hold down a steady relationship?
If he got two pair of jeans, if he got two pair of jeans, how he gonna make sure you got food? How he gonna? Why do y'all want to bear so much and then be like, oh my God, this nigga got me doing this. He got me going to the grocery store. He got me picking them up. He want to use my car when I go to work. How y'all are choosing to do that? And then after a while, when it's wearing on y'all say, oh, these niggas don't got shit.
Would you two guys suffice to say that sometimes we are settling for these type of dudes because we knew the type of men we claim we really wanted will require more of us, and therefore we're not.
That's exactly what it is.
Y'all don't want
That's
Russell.
Exactly what it is. That's
y'all
exactly
don't want
what it
Russell. Is. Y'all don't want Russell until y'all get about 3-4 futures.
Oh no, I want.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah,
y'all get 3-4. Y'all get a nigga. Y'all get a nigga with a big old dick. Y'all get a nigga with, you know what I'm saying, who fuck the shit out you, and y'all be like, you know what? This, you know what? He'll do it. He'll get it. He'll
go after what make they go after what make they coochie tingle.
And then when he done got you, then when he fuck around, get you pregnant.
Right.
Then when he fuck around, get you pregnant, give you an STD, give you, you know what I'm saying? Really fuck you over. And then you find out he cheating. Come on, that's 2 conversations. Then
But
you
they
can
knew that
literally
shit though.
find out in 2 conversations what a man or woman be for the future. If a nigga worrying about, hey man, this weekend gonna be lit, I'm in the club, we out, and the nigga don't even got nowhere to stay, come
Right.
on.
Right.
How you giving this nigga some pussy? You know what? You free to give him some pussy. I'm not gonna put a restriction on who can give some pussy and who can't. But you can't sit there and think that a nigga who thinking about going to the bar who don't got no money is more than just, okay, I scratch my itch, let me go on about my business.
Right. Right.
And then I'll even go further to say, y'all have got to understand the energy that you are exchanging when you give a nigga some pussy.
1000%.
You said
We,
say that again.
you have to understand the energy that you are exchanging when you give a nigga some pussy. Y'all are more susceptible to what happens to your brain than we are. We are conquering you. We are inside of
I don't
you.
agree with that. But yeah,
I'm not listening to her. I'm not
listening.
listening to her.
She don't
We
believe
are
it. She only
inside of
believe in
you.
the semen and
We
all
are
that.
putting our external muscle inside of you.
Whew.
Whatever demons I got, whatever poor ass diet I got, whatever
You got it now too.
weak ass alcohol Hennessy that I'm drinking every day,
Hold on,
now inside
hold
of
on,
you.
bro. This ain't nothing but a little beer, bro.
No. But
No,
what
I'm
I'm
fucking with you
saying
now.
is that
Now I'm rocking
what
with
I'm
you.
so what I'm saying is that you can tell what a nigga got. Like, really look at a nigga when you talk to him. Hey, let's go get something from Popeyes. Do you really want a nigga who eat Popeyes every day, smoking all day with nothing to do,
And
really
he's smoking
putting
you
that?
weed. He's
First of all,
smoking you
hold on,
weed.
pause. Vine talking about something. This happens through the condom serious question, period. First of all, you know everybody ain't using condoms. Most people fucking raw these days.
You know
Why?
niggas ain't
You
using
know,
condoms.
girl.
And why? Hold on. Let me cook on that real quick, bro.
Go ahead, cook,
Let me
bro.
cook on that real quick. Let me cook on that real quick. Because again, women control access to sex.
Yeah.
If y'all don't want a dude to go raw, then you have to make that a boundary. You cannot have sex with me without a condom, which means if he really want that box, he gonna put a condom on. But y'all say, oh, he don't want to wear one. He don't want to wear one because you're not making him wear one.
And let's be honest, some women don't want to wear them either, and so
Exactly.
Period.
So
I had to come to that conclusion. I used to
thank
talk shit
you, brother.
about
I appreciate that.
because I used to be the
I
condom
appreciate that.
queen. And then it was a point in time where dudes wasn't even initiated, and I was just so shocked. I'm like, everybody just want to fuck raw. And then I had my few raw experiences, and I'm like, well, I didn't initiate.
Y'all want to feel thumpy. Y'all want to feel thumpy.
Wait, Demi said, now here's the thing. I keep calling her Demi because Demi B, she a rapper, but Rashina Brown. Now, here's the thing. If men feel like it's cool for us to get with the Russell, why y'all feel like y'all don't be getting the female future equivalent? Well,
we do sometimes.
He didn't say they didn't, but yeah.
We do sometimes.
Y'all know y'all be getting female futures.
But we leave them.
To my point,
we ghost them.
No, they
right.
That's
but to my
the
point,
problem. When you be getting ghosted, you have to look at yourself like, damn, why this nigga ghost me?
Mm-hmm.
What did you eat? Did you work out? And if somebody loved you how you loved yourself, how would it look? You feel me?
Just cause you think you the shit don't mean that the next person do. Just cause you think you the shit don't mean that the person that you let smash think you the shit. He might just be there for the feeling.
Women, y'all be doing it wrong. Y'all be getting catered to ghost a nigga. Y'all get the free meal, but y'all be letting the nigga fuck and don't ghost. Y'all
And they
don't
got
ghost
the good.
niggas enough.
But hey yo, they had a dude that they supposed to be with saved in their phone as food.
You feel me? Why y'all don't fuck and ghost a nigga enough? Sometimes you gotta hurt a nigga feelings, and when a nigga wake up, he in a cold room by his motherfucking self. Sometimes y'all got to fuck a nigga and leave.
Yeah.
Preach.
Y'all fuck a nigga and stay.
Yeah.
Y'all fuck a nigga and go cook dinner. Y'all fuck a nigga and go cook breakfast. Y'all cook a nigga and go buy him some tennis shoes. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that nigga and leave. Why y'all don't do that?
Or tell that nigga he can't spend the night.
And
I don't want to be rude.
and then when you fuck a nigga and stay knowing, and y'all know, because where the fuck is that intuition when you need it?
Bro, I was
Where's that
just getting ready to say
intuition
that shit.
that tell you, hey, this nigga ain't shit?
Where that intuition be when it count?
You
Because I
feel me?
always hear, oh, we got women's intuition ain't never wrong. Women's intuition. But when you dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray, your intuition get turned off. You don't know, oh, he tricked me. What was your intuition?
Nah, that nigga put you in the trick bag, done fucked you upside the wall,
Yeah.
and now you like, oh Lord, I might have to goddamn cook him a little
He turned
something.
your
You already
intuition
know
button out.
the number one way to our heart is through food, man. You feed us, we staying. You feed a dog, what he gonna do?
Stay.
Coming back.
Stay.
If any animal that's outside your house, if you put some food out there, what the fuck they gonna do?
Come back every time, brother.
There's some niggas in a couple conversations, you know what? This nigga fine. I done bumped up and grazed up against him. He got a little something down there. This nigga might be just good enough to fuck. Let me just fuck him and keep it pushing.
Yeah, we do. Y'all like y'all do us.
Because I'm speaking like, from your perspective, I ain't
don't.
even good enough to date right now. I'm not even good enough to date right now. So I'm only good enough to just fuck and bounce. But when y'all leave yourself susceptible, y'all will work hard, get your credit, clean your credit, get a car, get a crib, and then fuck around and let one nigga come up in there. And you, all right, if you want to be nice to the nigga, get his Uber and send him on his way.
No. I'm paying for no nigga to leave my house.
Hey man, but you'll cook a meal?
You'll pay for his gas. You'll pay for his gas. You'll pay for his weed. You're buying some Air Forces that's gonna be creased up in 2 weeks. You'll pay for his fucking bus pass.
You'll give him some pussy. Why is pussy so like on
It's the but
y'all done
I'll answer
took
that
the
question.
stock out of pussy.
I'll answer that question for you too, brother. It's the same reason why, and I don't want to seem like I'm coming down on women. We just gotta be real. It's the same reason why women will have babies before they're married.
Ooh.
As if childbirth, as if
don't agree on being married first.
Let's call it commitment then.
Okay.
We ain't gotta get married the way we ain't got there's so many different ways that you could be legally married outside of going into a church house saying I do. There's different ways. But at the end of the day, you don't believe in being married, but you believe in letting somebody put a child in you and having that child with no type of stability or no type of father lined up for that child. Saying is that 80% of the children that are raised in single parent households become fucking delinquents and can't read on or above their grade level.
Come on, talk about it.
We'll do that, but we won't get married. We won't make sure that there's a family unit in place, that child has a stable father in the household and a stable mother in that household.
All right.
If
How
I
you
could
doing,
just
sister?
pop on
How you doing,
and just
sister?
say something real quick. I ain't gonna take up too much time. But I wanted to go back to something you said, because what you said was crucial, but also what you guys are talking about. So the very women that you are saying that more women need to be
Come
like,
on.
I just gotta say it now. The very women that y'all are saying, hey, y'all need to go these niggas and leave them in the cut and don't be cooking for them. These are the sexy red types. These are the Meg Thee Stallion types. These are those type of women. The women that do that lifestyle that other women are starting to like or listen to. These are the very women that you just condemned now and said, oh,
No.
well, she's
So
not
are
on
you
the
saying like
level.
the bold
Pause.
personalities, the bold
Let her
Right,
Pause.
but
let her
just let me
finish what
cook
she's
real quick.
saying.
Let me
Let her
cook.
finish
Let me
what
cook.
she's
Let me
saying.
cook. Let me
Let her
cook.
finish.
Y'all been cooking the
Let her
whole
finish what
time.
she's
Let me
saying.
cook. Let me
I
cook.
got her.
I'm
I
just
got her.
saying. What I'm saying is, and I'm just gonna keep it real simple. The future type is the sexy red type. Those two are one and the same.
Okay.
So when you tell us, you just told us now, stop fucking with niggas that ain't shit. Ghost them. Cut them.
That
Leave them. Don't
is
cook
messy.
for them. If we are following that logic, these are not the same women that you say are different calibers of women, right? These are not the same women. The woman that's a good woman, she's going to be a good woman continuously. She's going to be a virtuous woman continuously through all of her actions, even with intuition involved. It doesn't change that. A Russell probably has got done wrong by plenty of sexy reds before he got to a Sierra, just like Sierra got wrong by her Future and her 50 Cent before she got to Russell. We can't sit here and act like that ain't happened. So those people, the Futures and the sexy reds, they are one coin. So when you tell us that we need to act like more of these people,
I didn't
just
say you
keep
need
in
to.
mind that
Hold
you're
on,
telling
whoa,
us
whoa,
to
whoa,
act
hold
Hold
on,
on.
like.
hold on, hold on,
Okay,
hold
I'm
on.
gonna say one thing.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait,
say
wait.
one thing,
Nobody
bro.
said. Nobody. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Nobody said y'all need to act like those people. Who
You
said
kind of
that?
did. You kind of did.
No.
When
No,
you
I
said
didn't.
that we,
I
hold
said
on.
we need
When
to.
you
I
said that we
said
don't
go
need to
vet
cook
these
for them,
niggas.
when you said that we don't need to cater to
That's
them,
not.
Gotta
when you
be.
said
Not
that
what
we
we
don't need to
I
act
saying.
like,
said
That's
vet
first
not
them.
what we
time,
saying. You
I
hearing what you
said
want to
vet
hear
them.
right now.
hold on.
You
I
hearing
said
what you want
What
to
vet
is
hear.
that?
them.
What did you say? Clear it
I
for me
said
so I
vet
can make
them.
sure
Hold
I
on. This is what
understand
I said.
properly.
Because he
Hold on. I
said
got
it.
it.
So
I
I'm gonna
got
let
it.
him explain it.
I got it. Listen, see, and I like that all y'all are agreeing because she loud and wrong.
Loud
I
and
did
wrong.
not say,
Thank you.
I did not say do
Okay, I'm
that to
listening.
all
I'm
niggas.
listening.
I said when you realize that nigga is broke,
Mm-hmm.
that nigga got 2 pair of
Right,
jeans, that nigga ain't got no
right,
car, that nigga ain't got no
right,
job,
right,
that nigga spend all his money at the
right,
bar, ghost that nigga.
right.
Can I
I'm not
add one
saying
more?
when you
Can
see
I
a
add one
nigga
more
with a
factor?
good job,
Can I add
when
one
you
more
see it with a
factor?
nigga
But
with
I
a good job,
wasn't
a
loud
nigga
and
with a
wrong.
car,
I just
a
said
nigga
that
with a
the woman
house.
that you said to do everything like that, those women are one and the same. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Ah,
saying that you're the women that you're telling, okay, once you realize that he don't have none of that, right? Once you realize he only got 2 pair of jeans, once you realize all of these bad things about him, whether he a dog, whatever it is that they realize, I just want you to understand that the same mentality that you use to deduce a future type nigga it's the same mentality we're using as good women now to deduce whether we're going to act like a sexy red in a situation or we're going to Lauren Hill the
let
situation.
me ask you
These two
a
things
question
are one
now.
and the same
Let me
thing. It's
ask you
not
a question.
it's not a difference in that logic.
Let me
The logic
ask
is
you a
the
question.
same.
Let me ask you a question. Who raised the futures and who's raising the sexy reds?
They
Oh,
could
The
be one and the
single
same
talk
mothers
about
people.
in
it.
the single mothers in the community who keep fucking with these bum ass niggas who they knew was bum ass niggas before they fucked them.
But single
That's
mothers
why this
also
shit is
raise
like
no,
that.
but pause though. Single mothers also raise good children.
Okay.
Are we going to just leave
Okay.
out
Actually,
all the good
actually,
children that
Hold
are
on. I
raised by
got
single
this.
mothers?
I got
85%.
this. I got this. I got this. So when a single mother raises a good, is successful in raising a child, she gets
Hmm.
all the praise, right? If that single mother, which is 90% and 90% at fault for the 90% of the men that are incarcerated right now, the father gets blamed for not being there.
Uh-oh.
But when the father and the mother are in the household and raise the child together, they share the fucking responsibility of the success. So
That's not.
when we think
But I'm not
add
arguing
70,
that point.
hold on. But we talking about statistics now, so
Okay,
we could talk about how we
okay,
feel all
sure.
day, but I want to know what you know. So when we talk about what's
Okay, you
real,
want to
we
know
talk
what
about
I
the
know?
statistics. When
Let's
we
talk
talk
about
about the
what I
statistics,
know.
when
If
we
we're going
talk
to talk
about the
about what
statistics,
I know
70,
because I used to take public relations and
Okay.
communications, what statistics is actually based on.
Okay.
It's only based on the people who will actually go and fill out this information.
Which is not all of us.
Statistics is not really showing you a full picture. That's why you can't use numbers to quantify real qualitative data. If you were
so then
going
how does
out
science
into the
happen?
field, I'm just saying, if we're looking at this from a scientific, quantitative way, because most people do not actually know how to survey or even read statistics or even know how to read these charts, but they get on and talk about the numbers all day like these numbers really matter when half the black people in a neighborhood don't even fill out a census. You're going to tell me that they're
That's
supposed
real.
to represent the whole? You got to
Real.
look at your experiences. You got to look at the qualitative and not the quantitative data, because if that's all you're
Experience.
going to go by, you're always going to miss it.
I got
You're
you.
always going to miss it.
I
And I'm
got you.
just being real because I came from that field of work now.
So
That's what I
so
do.
so
So let's
so
be
when
real.
so
So I'm
when they
listening.
say
I'm a
But let's
personal
just
so when they
be
trainer.
say
real.
I'm a
so when
personal
they
trainer. I come from that field of work. Why most of African American women obese?
What does that have?
Why y'all can't take
I mean,
care of
I'm
that?
obese, baby.
Why
So
y'all
let's
can't
go
take
there.
care of
But
that?
let's go
but it's
there.
No.
but
It
no,
all
it's a
goes
Come
into
on
statistic
one
now. If
thing.
nonetheless,
It
right?
all
you're
goes
gonna
into
bring
one
that up, and you
thing.
know I'm obese, but let's go there.
Morgan,
talk
I'm
about
I
listening.
got a point.
on
No,
Monday.
hold up. I
It's
got
not
a
a
point.
knock.
I got a point. I
Not
got
a
a point.
knock.
Please
Listen.
drive it home.
No. Listen, I got a
gotta
point.
go.
I
Well,
got a
we
point. You
don't want
sitting
to
there talking
I'm
about
saying that the sexy red women and future women are one and the same.
hold on. No, what I'm saying is that it was not about you. Since we talking about numbers, I'm talking about the women who are sleeping with certain men are women who don't give a damn about themselves. So you can't sit there and say, oh, the women you are talking about are the Sierras. No, we're talking about the women who just want to fuck. You shouldn't fuck over a Russell. That's what we're talking about. The sexy reds are fucking over a Russell. That was the whole point. We shouldn't just say, oh, just go out here and just fuck niggas and just say fuck it. No,
That's what
we're
we're talking
talking
about.
about women who are vetting niggas and see they not shit and still fuck them.
Still do it.
And
And
So
still
how does
cook
this
for them.
tie
and
And
in with that?
still clean for them.
yeah.
And when you do all this good shit for them, you come to Facebook to say, I did all this shit for a nigga and he still turned around and cheated on me and hurt me. And the reason why that happens is because y'all not caring for yourself first. Because if you care for yourself first, you wouldn't even be around a motherfucking future. Because a future's not in no motherfucking gym. A
Let me say
future's not in
something.
no motherfucking Trader Joe's. A future's not in no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? In no classroom. That's what I'm saying. We're not sitting there saying that, hey, when you meet a dude, no matter what type of dude he is, fuck him and then leave him. No, if you want to fuck, that's okay, because I'm not trying to put a chastity belt on your pussy, but recognize who you fucking and the level of intimacy that he needs. If you just need some dick, because we understand y'all go through ovulation, there's probably about 3 days out the motherfucking month where a woman is normal. Y'all go through periods, post
Okay,
periods,
that's wrong, but I'm listening.
ovulation,
That's
ovulation.
very
So we
wrong, but
understand.
okay.
Listen, we understand that the pussy get hot, but understand that when the pussy get hot, understand that the nigga that you give the pussy to, understand how much of you gotta give him.
And he
If
couldn't
you
have
see
got
the nigga
it
only
unless you
got,
gave it to
if
him.
you see the nigga don't got shit, don't fuck him and then move him in your house.
It's
Don't
almost
do
like
that.
this. Hold on. Let me say something, right? Because I actually agree with a point that the sister made, right? The sexy reds and the futures are one and the same. I agree with that. You want to know why I agree with that? It's because the worst of us have outbred the best of us. That's why there are more sexy reds and futures than there are Dr. Kings and Malcolms and people like us that's on this live right now. People, actual thinking people with good intentions. That's why, because the worst of us have outbred the best of us. And why did that happen? Because the welfare system happened. Because I don't need no man. I can do it by myself because white zaddy gonna give me money.
We can't
And
put
so
that
that is,
all on black women. I know that
they
you
No,
want
made a
us
y'all
to, but
choice.
control
we
Y'all
can't
sex.
do
made a
that.
Y'all
choice.
control sex.
Pause.
You made a
I
choice.
want to go back to what Vaughn said. She when we was talking about single women, she was like, "Well, we don't make ourselves by ourselves. It's men's choice to not be with us as well."
Listen,
Right,
Men
but we
do
It's
can't
very
have
much
fuck
their
without
choice
y'all.
not to be
let
there.
me ask, let me
right,
ask,
because
let
We
me ask
because
a
can't
it ain't
fuck
question.
because we
without
think of
y'all.
ourselves. It
Let me
takes
ask
two
a
tangos.
question.
We
Let
can't
me ask
fuck
a question.
without
I
y'all.
Let
That's
want
me
why we
ask a
try to
question.
share.
I'm not
I
saying
just
If
y'all
I'm
all
a
Let
wrong.
me
I'm
bum
ask a
saying
ass
on
question.
that,
nigga, if
Let
I'm
all
a
me
I'm
ask a
bum
gonna
ass
question.
say on that
nigga,
before because I'm
if
not trying to make this a gender war and never was.
It's
Right.
it's
not a
not,
gender
But
war.
what I'm going to
it's
Yeah.
say
It's a
not.
is this:
conversation.
we always got to share the blame on that, because it
Right.
is definitely choice to stay.
Yeah.
Even if
It
you're
take
not in the
two.
house, it's definitely choice to stick around or be in that child's life. Now, I got some brothers I love to death that absolutely make a choice not to be in their child's life,
Right.
and it is absolutely their choice. You can go to court. There are ways around it. There's
Yep.
always a way to be in a child's life if you really want to
Yep.
be, no matter
Yep.
how difficult,
Right,
because
Yep.
it
but
can be
here,
difficult.
so
That's all
we
I'm gonna
gonna
say.
act like women aren't sleeping with niggas who got children that they already not taking care of. So we gonna act like that's not happening.
I just said we got to all share the
Yeah.
blame on
Yeah.
it. I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
We're
I'm
not
I
not,
getting
just
into
said we
that.
all got to
listen,
share the blame on it. That's all
listen,
I
what
said.
I'm saying is that before we blame, there's something you can see in a nigga to where it's like, you know what? I should not fuck this nigga raw because y'all
Absolutely.
control sex. Y'all control
Absolutely.
sex. If I'm a bum ass nigga, why am I fucking you, Morgan? If I'm a bum ass nigga with kids that I'm not taking care of, why am I fucking you and nothing in you?
You're not.
You're not.
Exactly.
But it
You're
happens.
Some
But it
women do
not
it.
you. But not you per se. But that happens. Look, this is the point we trying to make, right?
Let's make
it takes
and
two.
wrap it up.
It takes two to create a child. That's science, right?
Right.
But
Yes.
when you found out that you were pregnant by this bum ass dude who you already knew was a bum ass dude because he already probably has children, right? And he never talks about being around his children. He never brings his children around, so he's not around his children, right? And so when you get pregnant by this dude, and the first thing you tell him is, "Oh, baby, I'm pregnant," and he says what to you? "We don't need to have no child. I can't afford no child. I don't want to be no dad." And you go have a fucking baby anyway. So now when he's not around, you call that man a deadbeat. He's not a deadbeat. He's exactly who he was when you met him.
That's factual. But here's another point,
So
and I
hold
do
on,
want to,
hold
and
on.
I do want to make this a point too, because you're only talking about the situations in which you know that a man is a deadbeat. But there are also these situations, and these are a lot of situations when you meet a man, he's working, he doesn't have a prior baby mama or no prior kids, he's doing right, and he still pulls that move. He's still not in the child's life, which is a lot of things that good women who are single mothers also experience. Like, we're only highlighting certain parts.
Right.
We
So
got
why
to
have
take
a
into
baby?
account
But
all
why
the
have a
parts.
baby? Why have a baby one before you're married to that man? Why have a baby B if that man says that he doesn't want to have a child with you? Why have
What if he
the
doesn't
child?
take any of
Because
that thing?
women have at least what, 25 fucking different types of birth control?
We got to add
But everybody don't
that a
want to be
man
on
will
birth
sit
control.
here and say, "Well, I do want to marry you and
You
I
can
want to be
you
with
can
you,"
check the
even
flow
be with you
out.
to term and
You
then
got the
leave you
flow
after the
out.
baby is
Somebody
born.
saying something to you is
You
not the same thing as somebody showing you that they want something with you.
I get what
Just because
you're
somebody
saying.
is, hold on, sister. Just because somebody is willing to lay down with
Hmm.
you does not mean that they are willing to or wanting to be with you.
That's true.
Just because he hit raw does not mean he wants to father your child.
That's
Just because
true.
he hit raw does not mean he wants you to be his girlfriend.
Hmm.
Just because he hit raw does not mean that he wants you to be his wife.
I
You
get
have
that.
to
And I'm
you
not saying that
still
you're wrong about that
control
at
the
all.
whole thing.
I'm not.
If if you get pregnant, right?
Hmm.
Let's say I get you pregnant, right?
Hmm.
And you say, Stan, I don't want to have this
Hmm.
baby. And I say, well, I want you to have a baby.
Hmm.
And you say, I'm not having this baby. And you
Hmm.
go down to Planned Parenthood and you get an abortion.
Hmm.
What the fuck can I do about it? Nothing.
Not a thing. But
Not a
listen to this though,
goddamn thing.
Stan. Listen to this though, Stan.
but
In a
to
lot
the
of
point,
situations
I
though,
think
in
that's some bum ass
Lotso
shit.
and
I think
Stan, I
that's some
got a
bum ass shit
point.
on
I
a
got a
nigga.
point
Hold
here.
on.
Y'all
That
talking
because
over
there's
each
a point
other
y'all
now.
really missing. It's
Hold on.
really a
I
point
think
y'all
Getting
missing.
real rowdy.
I think that's bum ass shit on a nigga. I think after, you can't tell a woman after you fuck her raw and she tell you that I'm pregnant, hey, I don't want to have a kid. It's too late. It's too late.
You can
If you
stay with it. Yeah,
planning,
it's some
if
bum
you
ass shit.
vetting,
Yeah.
if you
It's
vetting the
essentially some bum
girl,
ass
And
shit.
then
Yeah.
taking her out,
I
if
want to
you
go on
taking her
about that
out,
bum behavior because the
yeah,
bum behavior doesn't always start when a woman is in pregnancy with a child.
yeah.
Sometimes a man doesn't show his true colors until after the child is born, and so that's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's
You
when
could
But
say,
there's a
"Well,
way around
that's
that
when
in
y'all
court.
you
decide.
could
That's
say
a lie.
that."
That's when y'all decide to see it.
No,
That's when y'all
no,
decide to
no,
see it.
no. There's a
Nah,
lot of men who
Stan,
will play
nah.
pretend up until after
But
you
there's
have a child, and I've seen
but
that
there's a way
happen.
you can
The
do that
child
in
be
court.
2 or 3 years old,
Joint
and now
custody.
that's when the man decides that he don't want to be in the child's life anymore
Joint
Y'all
because
both
custody.
now
acting
at that
different than
point
the
he
first
can't
part.
handle it. And I get that you're saying that you have to vet out a man, but
Joint
understand not all
custody.
these situations are where you just know a man for
Right.
1 year, 2 years. Sometimes you're knowing this man for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years
So why haven't
before he starts to
y'all
show
been?
you that behavior. You could be
Yeah.
friends with that man before you got into a relationship with that man, which is why you've known him for so long. And then when y'all finally go from a
There,
regular friendship,
there
maybe you
go
were
right there.
platonic
There
or
go right
whatever
there.
the case may be.
There go right there.
Joint
You just
custody.
You
Joint
just said you
custody.
said
If you
you
go to
just
the
said
court,
you,
you can
you
literally
just said
say,
the
"Hey,
quiet part out loud.
I want the kid 50% of the time, and
You just
he
said
got to have the
the
kid.
quiet part
If
out loud.
he don't
But
take,
what's the
if he don't take
quiet part,
You
Stan?
responsibility,
just said the quiet part out loud.
What I said
If,
was that you could be friends with a person for 5 or 10 years before you
so
actually
what
get in a relationship
you
with
were
them. And when
you
you
were
decide,
friends with him,
because that
right? You
person
were
could have been showing you all the great stuff all through your friendship until y'all got together, had a baby, been together for 2 and 3 years, and then shows you the other side. It wasn't until after the baby was had
Yep.
that they started to act that way. It wasn't before. Before he was providing, before he was taking care, before he was paying bills,
before
before
he
he
was
was doing everything that
before
you
he was
thought
in the
that he
friend
would
zone.
do and continue to
Before
do.
he was
Before
in
he
the
was in
friend
the friend
zone.
zone for 4 or 5 years. So
No, I'm
if that
just
was
saying,
the person,
like,
if that was the person, hold on, if that was the person that you wanted to be with, then what took you 4 to 5 years before you
What
got
took
with him?
him 4 to 5 years? Don't y'all control whether or not something gets serious? Hold on,
No.
pause.
don't y'all
Pause, pause,
control the
pause. Let's read
relationship
the
because we
comments.
Yeah,
control
we
the
can. Yeah,
sex?
we control access to relationships, but y'all control access to
Right.
sex, right? So
So I said friendship. I didn't
Right.
say having sex with this man.
Right.
I said a
how many men
platonic
do you keep in the
friendship.
friend zone? How many men do you keep in the friend
Oh.
zone?
I have a few
Oh,
men in friends.
oh, there's a couple men in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
absolutely.
where
Okay,
they're
Why
gonna
not?
stay.
exactly. But see the difference is men ain't actually y'all friends. We just waiting around till we can fuck.
That's another topic for another day. You're right. I've
I've
heard
heard
that.
Yeah,
I've
that.
heard that. I
yeah,
don't think
that's
I've
the
enough can
definitely
be
heard
platonic, but
that.
that's another conversation. Hold on, all of y'all. Hold the hell on now. Vaughn been saying some good shit. So she was responding to you when you asked why we fucking with bums. She said, well, it could be many things, many reasons why we fucking with a bum ass nigga. Maybe her daddy was a bum ass nigga. Maybe she grew up in foster care and just looking for love and is going about things all the wrong way, just like most of us,
yeah.
niggas included. We've lived this life and we've grown from our experiences. Some have good sis, and some are probably, I think, this woman that he's talking about. So I think we're all speaking different areas of truth. I hear where you're coming from with some women that they don't give a fuck about themselves. They fuck any type of man, have babies by him,
Absolutely.
no. And then there are other ones like Demi is pointing out. We have established some type of friendship relationship, and you get different. We've heard these stories. Like he just
Mm-hmm.
changed after the baby. He just changed. I'm postpartum. She not
Fact.
moving the same. Hold on, let me read this last comment. We should, Vine said, we should be getting all of our relationship vetting. We should be vetting all of our relationships, not just our romantic ones. This is true. We talk in length about women and our cattiness and how sometimes these friendships ended up not being it because we ain't vet the bitch. I'm sure everyone on this live has misjudged someone and thought that they were trustworthy or solid, and later found
Yeah,
out that they fucking wasn't.
hell yeah.
And then Rochelle said, you chose the bus and me, didn't pay for the abortion, and now I'm mad that child support is getting dropped. Like, make it make sense. This is not true and small minded. Now you really standing on the fact that men and women cannot truly be friends. Yeah, that's another topic for another day. But a lot of men do feel that way. A lot of men feel like any man in your corner is only waiting around to fuck. But we'll talk about that another day. Y'all have any closing remarks? The topic of this was supposed to be about women being all natural versus enhancements and how most men prefer as natural, but some of us women feel like we're either doing it for men or we're doing it for ourselves, and it's not always the male gaze. Do y'all have any closing comments?
I will say that this was an interesting conversation. It was a dope conversation. I do appreciate
I can't
everybody.
wait for my talk show when we live on the couch.
Hell
We
yeah.
have celebrity in the building.
I say this. At the end of the day, is I mean, it's never one size fits all, and that's not the position that I come from.
Right.
But also, I typically go based on what happens in the majority, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we can talk about our anecdotal experiences or what we see in front of us, right? But the world is bigger than that, and so that's what the data and the statistics and all of that shit shows, right? And so that's pretty much what I stand on. Like I go based off of the facts. I don't go based off of what I feel.
Okay.
And
All right.
I understand that if we're going to get anywhere, then we have to get out of our cognitive dissonance of what we believe and get into what it actually is, what the issues actually are, and see if we as black men and black women can come to some form of resolve and come up with some type of solution so that we can be together again, because the way that the shit's going now is fucked up, and it don't seem like it's gonna get any better.
So would you also say a solution to the topic at hand, the all natural versus the makeup and all of that? You should only focus on the women that you say that you're attracted to and leave the other ones alone. There's no need to keep
No,
calling
men
them
are gonna
out. We already
no, men are gonna be men. Men are gonna be men. Just because a man sleeps with you doesn't mean that he's attracted to you.
No, but I'm saying in general though, like the conversation, because earlier it was a young lady talking about, well, some of us are really doing it for ourselves or whatever, whatever. So in general though, if this is what you want, that's what you should focus on. You're gonna fuck who you want in between, but when it comes to marriage or the type of woman you want in your life, if that's the look that you're going for, that need to be where your focus is, and just leave them girls alone. What's the point of calling them out? Because like we already said, some of it could stem from self-esteem issues. Some of it could be just because they want a protective style. Some of them saying that they just really like it. So if that's not the type of woman you going for, why we keep fucking with them? They want to look how they look. Let them look how they look. That's what they want to do.
Again,
Yes.
Yeah, I
I'm
just want to say, black
like,
women, I love you first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
mm,
And I would never choose anything other than y'all. And I can come off as rough around the edges, but sometimes black women and black men, I just want the finger pointing to stop. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And I just want us not to be what we went through in the past and kind of take charge on what it is that we want for the future. And I hate that we can't even have a conversation without it being a gender war. And I appreciate you, Morgan, for even having this type of platform so that we can have disagreements,
Yeah.
but healthy
Yeah.
disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that
Yeah.
I say, it may come off because that's just my grandma in me. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
that damn
So,
page.
but at the end of the day, I do love y'all, and I don't feel like it's y'all fault that we are the way we are. And I don't feel like it's our fault that y'all the way y'all are. I feel like it's something within us that we both need to check within us. I don't feel like y'all make us the way we are, and I don't feel like we make y'all the way y'all are. You know, we definitely have something to do with it, and we can contribute to it. But at the end of the day, a lot of us, when we get in these topics, we bring up what we went through. We bring up how we were raised. We bring up maybe I had a bum ass dad. Maybe I was raised by a bum ass mom. It's over. We 30. We 40. We about to be 40. That shit over with. Let's go see a therapist. Let's go to the gym. Let's reclaim our power and stop being what's hindering us. Because at the end of the day, we all we got. The whites don't give a fuck about us. The Mexicans don't give a fuck about us. The Asians don't give a fuck about us. Nobody gives a fuck about us. We can't be at war with each other. So disagreements are good as long as we get to a solution, and as long as at the end of the day, we can still love each other and still procreate and still create institutions for us to be able to establish whatever we need to. But I just wanted to say that because I know how sometimes, somebody may not know exactly where I come
Yeah.
from, but it comes from love. And I just want us to come from power. And if we can only do that if we have the uncomfortable conversations. So thank you, Morgan, again, for having this platform so that we can have these very, very, very uncomfortable conversations.
Thank y'all for being a part of it. Dim, you got anything you want to say? This?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on the
Yeah,
live
thanks for hopping in, girl.
and giving a perspective. I'm a person who believes in perspectives. I believe that everybody has a perspective. I don't necessarily think one perspective is absolutely wrong or one perspective is absolutely right. Anybody and everybody's perspective I take to build into my own acumen of how I can be a better me. And I like to take that because I don't think that there's one certain truth for anybody. I think everybody just lives their own version of their truth. So I take everybody's truth into consideration and see where I can build it up for my own life. And maybe by me building up upon my truths, I can inspire somebody else to be open minded and build upon their truths too. And maybe that can start a healing process. I've seen it happen. I've seen growth happen amongst my friends and myself as far as our mindset, as far as even the way that we think as Black women, which I think sometimes is just where it starts. Us having these honest conversations amongst ourselves before we can go on the platform and then still have open-hearted, honest conversations with others. So I'm thankful I'm thankful for y'all for letting me run my mouth because I love to be
Well,
an
you
opinionated
could get
little
a
piece.
word in.
Always,
It was
But
always.
you
dope. It was
know,
dope.
it ain't nothing but love. It ain't nothing but
For
love. I
sure.
promise.
1000%. 1000%.
Well, I definitely appreciate y'all. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Me and Brother Lotso, Dean Dante asked. We did a live earlier in the week talking about a health conscious conversation, just health and wellness. And even though I feel like him bringing it up, kind of it did seem shady at the time about the obese comment. It was more so along the line we was talking about just in general when we have different stressors or whatever. What are some things that we are not doing for our self care? And so he was just mentioning he's a personal trainer. He was just mentioning how working out, journaling was another thing. But like if we're sitting down at the end of the day with all these issues that we're having, what do we eat? Did we work out? And if we loved ourselves, if somebody
If
loved us how we loved ourselves, what would that look like? And I thought those was good 3 points that he made during that conversation. But all in all, y'all, I do think it comes down to self-love. And like you were stating earlier too, Stan, I've had to put a mirror to myself. What have I been attracting? These dudes, these bums, or these people that need to live with me, these people that don't have their finances in order, these niggas that, you know, getting all caught up with the law. I really had to look at that. And I'm really dealing with my shadow work, my childhood trauma with my dad and my mom. And it's like, now I want to do better. Now I am the one that went through a few futures, and now I want my Russell. But hey, it's the way y'all hollering. I'm gonna get him. I gotta move in a different way now. But he'll come as I do the work. And I think that is what it boils down to. Yeah, we make mistakes. Yeah, some of us fucking wrong having kids. Some of us don't learn our lesson. We have 3, 4 of them because they don't know no better. Some people really don't know no better, or they're in here live like this. How long we been on here? About 2 hours. Anybody sitting through this being triggered and attacked, and you telling them how
Yeah.
what they doing ain't. You
Right.
know, so some people are just not gonna get it. But I think conversations like this might help stir up something, or we just have to be the examples that we want to see and do better and teach better. So I appreciate y'all. Self-love is the best love. Find a soulmate within yourself. All right.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate y'all for being here, and we'll stay tuned. If y'all have any topic ideas, anybody in the comments, or any of y'all, if y'all have any topic ideas you want me to cover or would like to hop on again, I'd love to have you. But I thank y'all, and I hope y'all have y'all New Year starting off great, and I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all night. All right. Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace and love.
All right. How I do this? All right, y'all. So what an intense discussion. It went from men stating what they like and women as far as our enhancements. I'll give my closing remarks on that particular post in general. So again, the post that was shared that sparked this whole conversation was a black woman with braids, and the dude who posted it was just saying women need to stop with the whole eyelashes, wigs, and makeup. This is what most men want. And I feel like that is true, but I also feel like we have to get to a place of self-love. So whatever you do, if you want to be enhanced, cool. There was a sister on the live talking earlier about I think she's kind of more on the defense end of it, like, you know, but she's obviously someone that wears makeup. I can't relate. I'm not into it. I'm frugal. I'm an outdoorsy type woman, so I have no need to be getting nails, getting dirt stuck up under my nails. I barely am getting retwist. That's just not my lane. Some women, that is their lane, but we do have to ask the question. I think this is where people get twisted. If you have to do it every day, if you can't leave the house without being glammed up, what does that say about how you really feel about you? I get the aesthetics and looking nice and added because we feminine, baby. We got breasts and booty, and even if we don't, everybody ain't built like that. But it's just something about feminine energy. Yeah, we might want to add a little dash or two to that. But I think when it becomes habitual to the point that you can't live without it, I think that is an issue, an inner issue that needs to be addressed. And me personally, if I'm dealing with a guy who feels that way, I would be dealing with guys that feel that way just because of who I am and how I move. Then I could respect the fact that like he likes to see me in a way that he wants to see me. And it's not about him controlling me. It's not about the male gaze. It's about what I'm already comfortable doing and what as my man desires. If this is the same man I want to love me, to protect me, to guide me, to lead me, or everybody don't agree in a man leading, if we're going to lead together or be in partnership together, I want him to be attracted to me and I want to do things that's going to please him and vice versa. The type of woman that I am and want to be, I feel like he would do things for me. And this will be another conversation for another day, but some men really can love hard and unconditionally. I've seen it, I've heard the stories, and it's like, wow, some of the things men will put up with women, that some women just would not. Like, you know, it's all different types of examples. I find that commendable. So the least as we could do as their woman is to do some of the things that they ask, because it may not even be much that they ask for. If these going to be men in our lives that are going to bat for us, if he just like to see me more in my natural state, why can't I get that to him? But that's just me. So I appreciate the conversation tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And even if you didn't, leave your comments, share this video, and stay tuned for the next conversation that we have. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Peace.